Ever since I started my YouTube channel, a lot of people have asked me why it's called the elongated stingy. It's hard to explain, so I made this video so I could show people my real reasons for starting YouTube. Enjoy! So, Stingy is my favorite character from LazyTown. Judge if you want, but that whole show is really dear to me. It may seem a little weird, but the wholesome hilarity of their antics and the silly stories just makes my day. I rediscovered the memories I had of that show when I was in a sort of dark place, and it was a great solace and distraction from my overwhelming emotions. Even if a lot of people protest that it's a toddler show, I see it for more than that. It's a wholesome, lively show that radiates pure joy and energy and can really bring me up when I'm feeling down. It actually has a really interesting cultural and theatrical history, too. Magnus Scheving, the creator of the show and the actor of Sportacus, had a dream. He wanted to inspire kids to be healthy. He began with the Icelandic plays Afram Latiber and Glani Gleipur I Latibe, which were drastically different from the show and weren't originally meant for little kids. Ravi Rotten pulled much deadlier stunts. Even though they were very popular in Iceland, he wanted to go farther. He had the idea to start a children's TV show, and so he did. It ran from 2004 to 2014, and it affected millions of lives and planted nostalgia in a lot of people's hearts. I myself have a desire to inspire, and I want to bring light into the world in whatever way I can, so Magnus is really one of my role models for his sheer determination. The show itself is a really interesting combination of puppets and humans. Actually sitting down and paying attention to the cinematography makes it really interesting. In a podcast interview of Jody Eitelberger, Stingy's actor/puppeteer, linked in the description, he mentioned the puppet's mechanics and how the filming works. That interested me a lot. It's so cool how the characters are so developed, too. He makes comments on how he feels like he's literally the character he's playing. That's why I adopted Stingy as my stage name/persona. His character and his actor are so silly and interesting. I strive to form connections with people, and as a storyteller, things like this that actors do make me inexplicably happy. It really inspires me to see a character that people consider to be shallow become so much more and have so big of a positive impact. The emotional camaraderie that LazyTown entails, with the way that the actors bring the characters to life, is so heartwarming. You know what else is heartwarming? Stefan Karl. He's such a pure, sweet, bubbly man, and even though he plays Robbie Rotten, he really isn't rotten at all. He's amazing, and he brought the entirety of the internet together in an amazing way. In 2016, We Are Number One, a song from the show, became a huge meme. That same year, Stefan Karl was diagnosed with cancer. People created a GoFundMe for him, and because of the rising meme, it raised $169,000 to help with his cancer treatment. That kept him going for 2 more years until the cancer returned, but he faced it bravely because he'd fulfilled his goals in life. He did what he wanted, made people happy, and brought things together. In a live interview, also linked in the description, he embraced the memes that have sprouted, and told people he loved the creativity they'd put into it. He told people to keep memeing and keep coming together to create beautiful things. That was amazing, and I cried. Honestly, LazyTown has inspired me to create and to spread life. And watching LazyTown, even now, and seeing its liveliness and joy comes to life makes it feel like Stefan's really alive still. Appreciating LazyTown, no matter what age you are, honors his memory, and also supports Magnus in his dream to impact lives. It's what they would want, and I'm very proud to support that. Okay, at this point, y'all are probably wondering where the elongated part came from. There's been a running gag in my group chat, IRMSA, for a very, very long time. Every once in a while, we'll think up another random inside joke to cherish forever with literally no reason. The biggest one at the time was Big Neck, with 2 C's. It was like over a year ago, so don't expect me to remember the original context. The reason I mention this is because one time, in the distant past, me and one of my best friends, Meadow, were at a sleepover together. We were having the time of our lives. We'd each had like 3 sodas, so we were sugar high and slightly delirious. It was at that time that she decided to show me a little game she had called Spore. Now, I'd heard of it before, but I didn't truly know what it was or how horrifyingly beautiful it was. I sat down and started making a character. After about an hour, this was the legendary character in question. This character's name is elongated Stingy due to his big neck. I named him that, not yet realizing the significance, but later that night at like 10 p.m. I officially made my YouTube channel under the same name, with the legendary picture of the true elongated Stingy, taken fresh from the Triagonal Sign song but with content aware scale, because that video was my anthem and made me happy for whatever reason. So I guess that means that my name symbolizes friendship and inspiration, which is the kind of role model I want to be for people. Honestly, this whole channel started as kind of a coping mechanism. Anytime I was bored or dwelling on something and being general sad boy hours, I'd just make a new project. Because hopefully, if I put my brain to use instead of letting it wallow in anxiety, then I can use it to make people happy. That kind of snowballed. Now there's a lot more people than I ever thought there'd be, and so there's much more potential to put a smile on people's faces. I've really grown with this and branched out into all kinds of things from doing this. It's helped me try out new stuff, like animating and drawing more, finding fun in video editing, and generally helping me discover skills to make people happy. Overall, my life has become a lot better since I started this channel, and I'm so happy to have 100 whole people along for the ride. I really hope that I've inspired you guys, or at least given you a smile and made your day stellar. And who knows, maybe if you start looking at the little things, seeing the intricate parts they play in the world, then you'll be inspired to start creating too. Thank you guys for listening, and stay stellar.